My family has been part of Christ the King Cathedral since 1984, and we weren't among the early pioneers of the parish that built it, but once we got here we wanted to do our part. And so we've been involved in every capital campaign that this parish has had ever since, and a big part of the visioning and growing of this parish family. The Family Activity Center is very, very special to me and my family. When the deacon says to us at the end of Mass, go forth glorifying the Lord by your lives, I feel like the Family Activity Center is the place where we do a lot of that as a parish community. And I spend so much time here every week, everything from Encounter Catholicism and Catholic on Purpose classes, bringing my grandkids to Sweets with Santa. There's so many times every week when either I say or a friend says, what did we do before we had these great facilities? And I look at literally every room of every crevice being used for prayer and spirituality programs and great classes like Encounter, and it's just wonderful, the many ministries that have come to birth because of these beautiful spaces we have here.
Hi, my name is Ryan Bradley, and I have been a part of Christ King's Youth Ministry since I was in 3rd grade, a part of the Dogs and Frogs. I would not change or trade the experiences I had as a member of the youth for anything. All of the weekly meetings, the people I met, the friendships I made, it all gave me a foundation to start developing my relationship with Christ and becoming a better Catholic. I'm now a member of the core team for Life Teen. I wanted to, after I was done with Life Teen and I graduated from high school, I knew instantly that I wanted to continue helping with the youth. And so it's just me paying it forward with these kids, because I know what it was like to be in their shoes, and I want to kind of help them get to where I am, or where I was with my relationship with Christ. And it wouldn't have been possible to even do that without y'all's help and support.
We moved here in the 60s, and I started Christ the King when we met over in the gymnasium in the 60s. And then I was in high school at that time, junior high and high school, and my mom and dad were part of the program to raise money to build the current cathedral at that time. And I went to CCE is what we called it back then, and then I've continued to go here. My wife converted to Catholicism, and we got married here at this church, and both of our children are baptized in this church. One of the things I wanted to talk about, my grandson goes over here to the early childhood development, Hudson, who is 15 months old, and he's gone there since he was 2 months old. One thing that's really great about that is they teach them not only school, but religion. And that's what we love about our grandson, Hudson, going there. So I've been on the finance committee over 25 years. And it came to us to start the early childhood development and have been involved with the school from the finance side of it through many years. And I was not 100% convinced myself. But once you see what's really is used between the walls, is so important. And they provide that service from when they're 2 months old till they reach high school. And it's in an environment that I think is, and I think anybody who's involved with our church and school, it's an important environment that we need to have, which is a Christian environment.
I came here with my precious wife Helen and 3 children in 1959. In short order, we had 3 more children, and so now we were a family with a stay-at-home mother, fortunately. I thank God for that. As the years went by, I became involved in church activities and with the school. And my wife also, especially my wife. And when the time came to move from our gym, which we were using as a church, into a church building, I was one of the members of the committee that helped to decide what kind of a church and what we needed in the way of facilities to help us with our families. And one of the most important things we felt was to have a symbol that spoke to the entire community of our presence here as worshipers. And we were talking about a tower. But unfortunately, the building costs became such that we had to conserve somewhere for the time being. There were no funds at the time, and John Gashin and I decided that we needed to do something to gather in that money. Why is it important to have a tower? That tower reaches into the sky 90 feet. You will notice that it has a cross at the top, and about halfway down the tower there is the crown, a golden crown. Two of the greatest icons of Christianity. But this tower is a work of art. This tower speaks to us, inspires us to meditation. This tower stands tall and beautiful and erect and proud in the sky and says, "Come to me. I am here. I want to be your friend. My name is Jesus."